What's up, YouTube? My name is Bigbysnacksjonnytv. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And tonight I'll go over my AEW Dynamite review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video all the way from the beginning to the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content. Follow my social media down below in the description. Go check out my WWE NXT review on highlights I posted on the channel yesterday, and show that video some love. But let's get started. Now, AEW Dynamite was a mid show for what it was. It's Wednesday, my dudes. You know what that means. We're kicking things off at ringside as Tony Schiavone welcomes Will Ospreay to a big pop from the crowd. Will Ospreay heads down to the ramp for the face to face. He asks for entering the ring to shake hands with Tony Schiavone before the latter introduced Kenny Omega next. Another big pop from the crowd as Kenny Omega steps out to a massive round of pyro, nearly drowning out Excalibur on commentary. Sorry, buddy, before walking down the ramp. So AEW was live from Knoxville, Tennessee Coliseum. All right, Kenny Omega enters the ring as the crowd continues to cheer. Kenny Omega chants as Tony Schiavone talks about being honored to be in the ring with both men, and he gives the floor to Ospreay. Will Ospreay welcomes Kenny Omega back before saying things to have changed as he has nothing to do with the Don Callis family. He also says Kenny Omega came back at a bad time between the Don Callis family and the Death Riders, with John Moxley holding the title hostage, and Will Ospreay can't do this alone. Kenny Omega interrupts, reminding Will Ospreay the last time they faced each other was at Forbidden Door, which is facts by itself. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay face off against each other at Forbidden Door. That was a good match at Forbidden Door. Where Kenny Omega was not only dropped on his head, but stabbed with a screwdriver handed to Will Ospreay by Don Callis, which makes him no better. And why? All to prove he was the best. Kenny Omega doesn't believe Will Ospreay was better back then, and he sure isn't better now. Kenny Omega says it took the driver to call. Not I'm sorry, not that driver to call Lossie, keeping him away from people to know Will Ospreay even exists before saying congratulations on being number two, because number one is standing right here in front of him. Will Ospreay starts to respond to his not beautiful, but respond to before Don Callis comes out to interrupt, only for Kenny Omega to come out there before Kanushka to catch her gets the sneak attack on him. Will Ospreay is attacked by Kyle Fletcher in the ring with the aerial assassin fending him off until Kanushka to catch up blindsides him, only for Kenny Omega to rush into the ring for the save. This ends prematurely with Kyle Fletcher taking out Kenny Omega with a thirst kick, sending the best bout machine of the ring before turning his attention back to Ospreay on the outside. He sends Will Ospreay over the barricade as Kanushka Takeshita goes after Kenny Omega. With Brian Cage and Lance Archer brought in to keep the odds in their Don Callis family's favor, Lance Archer slams Will Ospreay onto the barricade with a chokeslam in the brawl, going deeper into the crowd until we get backstage. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay begin fighting back with Will Ospreay sending the Murder Hawk monster into a merge table before Lance Archer turned it around. Kanushka Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher are fend off before Kenny Omega goes back after Lance Archer. Before and Will Ospreay holds Lance Archer up before a double suplex through the merge table. Brian Cage appears with a trash can, throwing it at Kenny Omega before Kanushka Takeshita lays in a choke hold, bringing Kenny Omega back into the crowd. Kenny Omega lights. I'm sorry. Kenny Omega fights off a suplex as Brian Cage and Kyle Fletcher go after Will Ospreay before officials try to intervene. Will Ospreay gets sent into Kyle Fletcher, but hops onto the upper deck as we see Kenny Omega up on the lightning tress, and the pair get get the drop on their respective foes. The crowd is rocking as Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay climb the crest, where Kenny Omega calls out Don Cal saying he's the next one they're gonna put 6 feet down under. And speaking of down under, Kenny Omega has an idea for Will Ospreay. He offers an apology to Will Ospreay for not believing him from the start before challenging the Don Callis family to a tag match at Grand Slam Australia. The family are live as Kenny Omega music starts to play, but Kenny Omega cuts it off looking to give his catchphrase, good night, one, and goodbye, bang. Kenny Omega music hits again as Kenny Omega his Wellspray make their way down from the tress while commentators hype up our World Tag Team Championship match later tonight in our main event. Main event as Cole faces Pac. My favorite part is that when Kenny Omega mentions that before he before you can cut my music, he's afraid of heights. That part was funny. I laugh at that part. But anyway, that was good though. Good brawl. The brawl itself was good, and the segment was good as well too. That's just my opinion. All right, it says video package. A look at the first AEW All Atlantic International Champion Pac and his recent actions leading to our main event tonight. Backstage, we see John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Maria Shafir as the head of the Death Riders talks about Colt walking up to a world he's not seen before. He talks about finishing what he started with Brian Danielson and Darby Allin before saying maybe next time Cope heads to the doctor and he will be met with a worst case scenario. He ends talking about building the future before we cut away. Quite like that opening segment. A nice walk and a brawl is fun when done right. And I think this was a neat way to set up the teaming of Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega for Grand Slam Australia. John Moxley's promo what was what it was. LOL. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Back at ringside, the Hurt Syndicate are out for our opening match. Ready to challenge for the AEW World Tag Team Champions, we get a look at the path of the Hurt Syndicate have taken to tonight's title match as the champion makes their way to the ring. We get we get ring introductions for the challengers as the champions, and this match gets underway. So we get AEW World Tag Team Championship match, Private Party defense against the Hurt Syndicate. And this was a fun tag team match. We kicked things off with Quinn and Lashley, the latter quickly flexing his power over Mark before a tag is made to Zay. Bobby Lashley keep on top of things, sending Cassie to the corner for a tag to Shelton Benjamin. He brings Isaiah to the ropes, but is dropped with a tornado DDT before Cassie tags Quinn back in. Mark lays into Shelton Benjamin as Bobby Lashley tries to intervene, only for Zay to go flying to send Lashley to the floor. But the Hurt Syndicate soon live up to their name with a stereo belly to belly suplex on the champ, followed by sending Zay through the table to keep Private Party down as we go to commercial break. We're back from commercial break. We have Bobby Lashley and Quinn in the ring, with Bobby Lashley making a quick work of Mark before tagging Shelton Benjamin in. Shelton Benjamin sends him out of the ring, dropping him against the barricade before bringing the champ back into the ring. Zay is able to get back to the apron, but his partner is sent to the opposite corner to continue the damage as Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin trade tags in the midst of "We Hurt People" chant from the crowd. Tag made to Zay as Shelton Benjamin drops him with a spine buster, but the champ is back up before evading Shelton Benjamin in the corner. Shelton Benjamin drops to the mat as Quinn hits a 450 splash, but it's only good for a 2 count. As Bobby Lashley breaks it up, Bobby Lashley gets the tag before the champs keep him at bay. only for Bobby Lashley to hit a big spear on Zay, covered by Bobby Lashley, but Mark breaks it up at 2. Shelton Benjamin comes in as Bobby Lashley drops Mark Quinn down hard. Wow, Shelton Benjamin hits a running knee on Zay in the corner. He hits Isaiah Cassidy towards Bobby Lashley, who nails the champ with another spear, and the pin with the pin gets us new champions in the Hurt Syndicate. The winner by pinfall in your new AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate. This was a fun tag team match to watch. Fun opening match to kick the night off. It's funny to me how the Hurt Syndicate came as heels, but you hear that crowd chanting, "We hurt people," and you just know the fans love this group. Big respect to Pyro Party, but we have new champs tonight in Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. This was a fun match. Congratulations to Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin on becoming the new AEW World Tag Team Champions, which is well deserved. I did not know they AEW wants Private Party to drop the AEW World Tag Team Champions to her syndicate. That was quick. All right, let's move on. Fun tag team match by the way. As the new champs celebrate, we get a video package highlighting the Women's World Champion match for Grand Slam Australia before going backstage. Where Tony Storm is interrupted by Harley Cameron. The rookie Storm says there's no reason Cameron can also wrestle in Australia. Something Cameron looks pleased as punch to think about as we go to a commercial break. So we go to commercial break. Backstage we hear from Jeff Jarrett, or maybe not, brother, because Karen Jerry speaks to him about how worried she was following the back and forth between Jeff Jarrett and MJF. Jeff Jarrett assures her that he's got this before heading out heading out to the ring. Alright. Okay. Jeff Jarrett heads down the ramp, entering the ring with a microphone in hand to say hello to the volunteers. He talks about a fellow Tennessee and Jerry the King Lawler looking back to a match the pair were in and where Jeff Jarrett was beating down physically and verbally. When he went to the locker room, Jeff Jarrett was met by Jerry the King Lawler, who asked him what was he thinking, offering the advice to never get in the gutter with your enemies. Jeff Jarrett says that sometimes it's good to reminded of who you are, calling out MJF to settle things Southern style, as he promised to take Fred Fredman's out behind the woods shed and put him out of his misery. Jeff Jarrett turns his attention to the Knoxville crowd, saying these fans gave him the gift of having believing in a 57-year-old man can become AEW World Champion. Jeff Jarrett calls out MJF now to come out here and talks about is Claudio's music and that his as Claudio Cascanoli catches Jeff Jarrett by surprise. Claudio Cascanoli grabs the microphone telling Jeff Jarrett nobody gets to John Moxley without getting through him first. He tells Jeff Jarrett to stay out of their business, leaving through the crowd before Jeff Jarrett tells him to stop. He says Claudio Cascanoli knows him better in that than this, that he's gonna have to kill him to stop him. John Moxley's Jeff Jarrett's target, but talks talks to Claudio Cascanoli about beating him next week for a shot at the AEW World title. Okay. Claudio Cascanoli says that beating Jeff Jarrett lifeless is an interesting proposal, accepting the match before leaving through the crowd as we get a graphic for what's to come tonight. So we're gonna get Jeff Jarrett versus Claudio Cascanoli next week Wednesday right here on AEW Dynamite. All right, let's move on. That was a okay promo by Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett continues to surprise me with just how good he continues to be on the mic. With the field clears of contenders for the world title at the moment, It's nice to see a story like this bubble up, and I look forward to Jeff Jarrett slash Cascanoli, Claudio Cascanoli next week. So we go to commercial break. Video package arrival of Megan Bain during last week's women's casino gauntlet match has everyone talking. So they still talk about Megan Bain about the last week's women's casino gauntlet match. All right, back at ringside, Swerve Strickland makes his way down for our next match. Counting down, coming down the exile next is AR Fox, a man familiar with the former world champion. As the bell gets gets this match underway. So we get AR Fox versus Swerve Strickland. This was a decent match. The two-man trade strikes before the match spills to the outside, with Swerve Strickland getting the drop on AR Fox before bringing him back in the ring. He goes up, he goes up top for a swerve stomp, but AR Fox gets out of the way as we get a peek at Ricochet walking backstage. Back in ring, back in the ring, Swerve Strickland takes AR Fox down with a shoulder tackle, followed by a brainbuster, putting AR Fox down hard as we go to a commercial break. So, so we go to commercial break. We back from commercial break. The action spills to the outside once more as Swerve Strickland lays on the top of AR Fox until AR Fox catches him by surprise, setting up for a moonsault that takes the former world champion to the floor. He brings Swerve Strickland back in the ring for a hurricanrana, but is caught in midair by Swerve Strickland for a power slam. He heads up top for a kick on AR Fox, sending him to the mat before hitting a greedy in celebration. But Ricochet heads down to the ring with his scissors, looking to get involved. Prince Nana runs off Ricochet with a steel pipe as AR Fox hits low, man in pain on Swerve Strickland, but it's only good for a 2 count. 450 splash by AR Fox evaded by the former world champion, who drops AR Fox down hard for a near fall of his own. House call connects before Swerve Strickland goes up top for the Swerve Stump and the victory. The winner by pinfall, Swerve Strickland. This was a decent match. Swerve Strickland starts to help AR Fox to his feet when Ricochet appears on the screen, promising he will say what he needs to as we see him holding the scissors to Prince Nana's neck. He says this may be Swerve's house, but he is the new landlord and rent is due. He walks off as Swerve Strickland heads up the ramp in pursuit. We cut to a we cut to a look at we cut to a look back at Maximum Carnage collision in the confrontation between Big Bill and Powerhouse Hobbs. We cut to a New York minute as Chris Jericho addresses what happened on Saturday, calling out Big Bill being the reason for their loss. Chris Jericho says learning moments only work if you actually learn from them. This gives Big Bill the floor to call out Powerhouse Hobbs, challenging him to a match in Jacksonville before walking off, much to the apparent approval of the learning tree as we cut away. I do not care about the learning tree. I do not care about the learning tree. Please get the learning tree off my television set. That's all I gotta say. All right, let me continue. Enjoying the Swerve Strickland slash AR Fox match, even if it was mostly a vehicle in the feud with Ricochet to continuous Ricochet development as a heel has been entertaining the past few weeks, which is I do agree with that. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Back at ringside, MJF heads down the ramp, telling the man standing in the corner ready to wrestle to get out of his way before he runs Jeff Jarrett for not accepting his offer a couple weeks ago. He talks about Jeff Jarrett being sent out before insisting these fans do not love him anymore. Despite the fans chanting Double J to prove otherwise, MJF says that Jeff is about to learn that sometimes it's better to make a deal with the devil instead of defying him. He drops the mic, but his music is cut off by that that of Hangman Adam Page. As he comes down to the ramp, he jaws off with MJF, telling MJF to get out of the ring, as Hangman Page is meant to compete, and now this match gets underway. So we get Hangman Adam Page versus Jay Sharp. This was a squash match. Did not really care about this match. The time the time it the time it takes me to look up the name of a Page opponent is too long, as Page quickly lay shot lay shoot shop out for a quick pin for the victory. The winner of the match, Hangman Adam Page. This was a squash match. Hangman Page lays into Shop some more, hitting him with an angel's wing before Christopher Daniels comes out with a brace on his neck and a mic in his hand. Hangman Page runs up the ramp and yells at Christopher Daniels, who cuts him off to reveal that the buckshot Larry he was he was hit with the last Saturday added to all previous injuries, and the doctors have advised him to never wrestle again. He says that Page won the last match Christopher Daniels will ever wrestle, and hopes that it makes Hangman Page happy. Christopher Daniels walks off as Page shouts to get the camera off his face before we go to a commercial break. Not much to say on the Page match itself, but the angle with Christopher Daniels is interesting. The bummer between Christopher Daniels and Chuck Taylor is taught realize that some of my faves of the past dedicated have dedicated dedicated have had to not only retire but so do so in fairly low key fashion through a latest Christopher Daniels. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Commercial break. We get a look back how AEW Dynamite kickoff leading to a tag team match confirming for Grand Slam Australia. The Hurt Syndicate winning the tag titles earlier tonight before heading backstage to hear from Mercedes Moné. She talks about wrestle all over the world and looks forward to wrestling in Australia. For Holly Cameron, looking to hope on Money Train as she sings a nice little tune with a guitar for the champ. Mercedes Moné runs Harley Cameron down for having not even won a match in AEW, so it's hard for Mercedes Moné as she walks off. Okay, yeah, I know. I'm going to say I love when wrestlers finally find their thing and find their thing, and I think Cameron Harley Cameron has finally found hers than past couple months or so. That was a nice little segment where we get the match against Mercedes Moné or not. LOL. That was a nice little backstage segment right there. But Cameron Holly playing the guitar with that part was just terrible. Okay. Back at ringside, Jamie Hayter heads down the ramp for our next match. Julia Hart is out next as we get a rematch from recent weeks in the bell rings to get us underway. So we get Julia Hart versus Jamie Hayter, and this was a good match. I might as well say this was a good match between Julia Hart and Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter takes control early on after a kick to Julia Hart before the action spills to the outside, where Julia Hart starts to turn things around. Jamie Hayter managed to keep her at bay by sending Julia Hart to the barricade, breaking the ref's count before bring her Julia Hart back to the ring, getting a near fall in the process as we go to commercial break. All right, back from commercial break. Julia Hart is in control before Jamie Hayter evades in the corner, sending her up for an avalanche backdrop. Julia Hart sends Jamie Hayter into the ropes, only for Jamie Hayter to fight back, leading to a big spine buster that gives Jamie Hayter a near fall. Jamie Hayter with a single leg crab at Julia Hart. struggles towards the ropes to force a break. Julia Hart then turns things around with a flying octopus hold, keeping Jamie Hayter down until Jamie Hayter turns it around with a backstabber. But Julia Hart counters for a near fall, followed by a perfect bomb that yields the same results. Julia Hart is a backbreaker of her own, to which Jamie Hayter responds with a hate breaker and Jamie Hayter for the win. And Hayter ready for the win. The winner by pinfall, Jamie Hayter. This was a good match between Jamie Hayter, Julia Hart, and Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter gets a microphone after the match, giving respect to Julia Hart. Besides her in the past, she ends by saying that they're each won a match in peace. Anytime Julia Hart wants to rubber match to settle things. It's on. Backstage, Powerhouse Hobbs says he will see Big Bill in Johnsonville for a collision. Good match between Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart. I am all for setting a rivalry, but I'm also feeling like they may be only reason I look forward to a third match between these two. The things that really caught my attention was Jimmy Hayter remarks after the match. This is now the third. All right, let's move on. So we go to commercial break. We head backstage where Swerve Strickland is with Prince Nana as Swerve Strickland teased the possibility of heading things before he met in the ring in Atlanta. Video package: Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Julia Hart address the voice that has guided them, going silent, promising to honor themselves with no gods, only violence. Based on that video package just now, looks like there is something to the House of Black situation. Curious at hashtag AEW Dynamite. Back at ringside, Cope makes his way for our main event of the evening. Out next is Pac, making his way through the crowd to enter the ring as this match gets underway. So we get the main event of the evening. So we get the Rated R superstar Cope versus Pac. And this match right here, I ain't even gonna lie to you. This was a good main event match. I ain't even gonna lie. Good main event match. The match is slow to start as Pac on the attack, early taking Cope to the mat with a front chancery 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 before the Rated R superstar continues out. The Rated R superstar counters out. Both men are back to their feet for a moment, but Colt is forced to ropes as he looks to break out of the out of the grasp of the World Trio Champion. Both men back up now until Pac locks up with Cope to send him back to the ropes once more, only to hit the former TNT champion with the right hand. Cope responds with a scissors, forcing Pac to the outside. All right, Pac comes back in because the action spills to the floor, where Cope hosts the Death Rider up, slamming him face first into the steps. The referee count begins as Cope sends his foe to the barricade, lifting him onto it before rolling into rolling into the ring to break the count. Cope turns his attention to the announcer table, bouncing Pac's head onto it before bringing him back into the ring, only for Pac to turn things around, sending Cope out before laying into him against the apron. The referee tries to intervene, but to no avail as Pac continues to beat down before we go to a commercial break. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Cope is trying to fight back until Pac catches him with a snap suplex. Pac back to his feet, but so too is the Rated R superstar who sends him flying into the corner with a John Woo drop kick. Despite this, Pac fights back until both men are down, leading to the referee being the crowd. The two make it back up before going back at it, with Cope sending Pac down hard for a near fall. Cope gets to his feet, favoring his neck as the crowd cheers him on. But Pac catches him by surprise, but it's all for naught as Cope drops him with the impaler. Cope heads to the corner, setting up for a spear, but Pac leapfrogs him. Pac catches him in the corner, setting up for a brutalizer in the middle of the ring until Cope falls to the ropes to force a break. Pac is back up with a thirst kick to the neck of Cope, followed up with a release German suplex that dumps him right on the same spot. The referee checks on Cope until Pac looks looks in locks in another brutalizer. This time having Cope grounded on the mat, but not for long, as the former TNT champion picks himself up to drop Pac down hard and breaks the hold. Cope heads to the corner while Pac slowly gets to his feet, only to be driven back down with not one but two spears by the Rated R superstar. Cope neck is hurting, keeping him from capitalizing as he brings the World Trios champion to his feet for a cutter off the ropes and gets the win. The winner by pinfall, the Rated R superstar Cope. This was a good main event match right here between the Rated R superstar Cope and Pac. All right, there is no celebration on hand. However, as Cope is still hurt, on the screen we see the Death Riders beating down FTR and the Rock and Roll Express. John Moxley says he tried to warn Colt, but he should stay out of there as Death Riders make their way through the crowd to ringside. The group gets in the ring, beating down the Radar Superstar Colt until Jay White makes his way out for the save. He fends off Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli on the ramp before rushing into the ring. But a low blow from Wheeler Yuta stops him from hitting John Moxley with the Blade Runner. This gives the Death Riders an opening to beat the Switchblade down now, sending Jay White to the corner as Pac and John Moxley go after Cole, leading to the World Championships in a Bulldog choke on the Radar Superstar Cole. Satisfied with the damage they're done, the Death Riders leave the ring and head out through the crowd as AEW Dynamite comes to a close. Good main event between Pac and the good match between Pac and the Radar Superstar Cope. All these capital letters got me tripping. LOL. But the feeling that this was the main event purely to have the beatdown from the Death Riders be be the thing to close the show. That I am not so sure on. Maybe that's just how unsure I am. And AEW Dynamite goes off the air. All right, let me get my honest opinion. Boy, I think about AEW Dynamite now. Now, AEW Dynamite was a mid show for what it was. So, if you guys enjoyed my AEW Dynamite review on highs, make sure you guys please watch the video all the way from the beginning to the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this, because I'm on the road to 7K and a path to YouTube partner. And make sure you guys follow my social media down below in the description, and I will make a YouTube short video and show you guys showing all my social videos 1000% foolproof my thumbnail twice in one video. And I will be going live on YouTube for some Fortnite tomorrow. And then Saturday, I'm going to have to do my WWE Saturday night's main event review on highlights. That video is going to be dropping Saturday. But if I don't have nothing to do on Sunday, I will be going live on Sunday for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, so you guys can see the DLC on that too. But it's going on. But I'll let you know on Sunday. But anyway, this your boy Bigbysnacksjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I'll see you guys. I'll see every single one of y'all in my world premiere at 4 o'clock a.m. on my AEW Dynamite review on highlights right here on my YouTube channel. But make sure you guys keep on running my videos and keep running my playlists so I can get the 3,000 watch hours. I'm almost at 2,000 watch hours, but I'm really trying to head to 3,000 watch hours so I become a YouTube partner. And I need y'all help. So make sure you guys run my videos, run my playlists, and that's all I gotta say. Make sure you guys watch all my YouTube short videos and watch my videos as well too. But enough of me yapping. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.